Permit, take one. We have 30 minutes on the clock upstairs, and I don't know how long this one films, but hey, let me check my hair. Yeah, it's gotten longer since we started this. It's been a process, y'all. Okay, so today I'm introducing the colorless blender from Prismacolor. I don't know how to use it. I'm not sure I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna see if it's all that it's cracked up to be. Okay, so obviously you can tell that we're gonna do the permit. It's a high value, lots of grays, lots of blues, lots of purples, lots of pinks, lots of teal colors, lots of lavenders, all high value, high value. So we're barely gonna be touching the surface of these, and it's gonna take a hot minute to kind of get into the zone of what exactly it is that we're doing here. The other thing is that we have the grass and we have the background color, and I kind of want to do something different for the background color. What should we do for the background? You should see the look on Chase's face. He's playing with the new camera because ours had to take a break and is at Canon right now being fixed because it decided that it was going on strike and just wouldn't turn on. So here we go. Okay, jade green. Well, I'm feeling the jade green. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, jade green. Jade green's gonna work. So I'm grabbing the jade green. I'm gonna do the tail very lightly in jade green. Gonna leave lots of room for interpretation there. Kind of looking at the fish up here as a reference because I don't really know where my reference photos are. And it's okay. After a while, you have to decide. You've seen these fish. You don't really need a reference photo. That's where I'm at. I spent the evening watching documentaries about fish. It's a pretty good day, pretty good evening. Okay, so the jade, I'm gonna put some of the jade in his dorsal fin. Gonna put some of the jade just barely. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in because I want a little bit of color down on this anal fin here. Okay. Another fin here. The jade. Okay. Now with these guys, we're going to be able to play with some shimmer coming down off the fish. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here. Do I want to do the... I feel like I want to darken the tail fin in this area just a touch with this jade green. So not the whole tail area, just this much tail area. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, even though it breaks the cardinal rule that this should be a lower intensity. You know, maybe the same hue, maybe not, but a lower intensity. I'm I'm just gonna come in here and kind of do the same thing over here. This guy, he's back behind the front fish, so he'll have less detail, obviously, but he will still have some of the same characteristics. So a little bit of jade on the side of his face, some jade going down his body. It's pretty scribbly. I hope I don't regretly. Okay, that's there. Let's see, what's next? This looks like slate gray. Let's see what slate gray looks. Ooh, yeah, that's a good. Okay, so slate gray. That's a blue gray. It's a very nice blue gray. It's a very nice color. Yeah, I like that color a lot. You know, I didn't draw all of the squigglies, all of the sun reflection marks on here because I wanted you to be able to experiment with that yourself. Remember, this is practice. There's nothing about this page that is supposed to be permanent. This page isn't ever supposed to be for sale. You don't even ever have to show this page to anybody. This is just you experimenting with the pencils to try to figure it out right along with me. Yo, at the timing of this video, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and you know that I'm still feeling the effects of eating yesterday. All that stuff. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this slate gray on his fin. Even though this is gonna be more in the purples when we're finished. And I can totally see that that's what's gonna happen. I just kind of want to bounce around in here with some color. I'm going to put a little bit of it in here on his eye crevice. There should be some yellow. To be jasmine. Play with the jasmine just a touch. I know that there's going to be some of this jasmine in his anal fin. There's going to be some of this jasmine on his face. These fish are spectacularly beautiful. I mean, I personally think all fish are beautiful. I think fish are just unbelievably beautiful. All shimmery, and all the interference that they have on their bodies. I just think that they're spectacular to look at. I just love fish. Love them. Okay, so I've grabbed the Deco Pink, which might be a little too intense. I don't know, we'll check it. So I'm going to add a little bit of the Deco Pink here on his body. A little bit of the deco pink back here. He's gonna have some of this deco pink up here on his thing. I'm just gonna sort of blend that in with some of the other color that's come before there. I have a little bit of that deco pink coming down. I'm just making up some water reflection lines here. That's really all I'm doing. At this point, I still believe there's no right or wrong to this. That as long as it feels like you're in the water, it doesn't have to be something from a photo to, you know, say, yeah, that's what it is. Yo, I'm tired. And I gotta get these down the road. Okay, so. This is Deco Peach. I'm seeing a theme here. Are y'all seeing the theme? I'm seeing the theme. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on his underbelly. I'm gonna come over this in just a little bit with a little bit of some aqua and a little bit more yellow, but for right now, let's start with the Deco Peach. I like the color of it. Doing a little bit of peach over some of that jade green because it's very reflective looking. Now I know we're gonna have some of this lavender, grade lavender up in here. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful color. It's always amazing to me how much these colors show up, even though they're super high value, they're barely really there. But once you start laying them in color, in layers up against the other colors, man, they really just pop. A little bit darker. Base of his pectoral fin here, and all of this is going to be a lot darker, but for right now we're just putting in the lighter colors first, getting the foundation laid, because you can't go back, can't make it lighter. that's it for the gray lavender for now, for the time being. Light aqua. Ooh, look at that fish. Because the whole point of this light aqua is this. This fish is really white when you take him out of the water. He's all different shimmery, pearly, iridescent-y, all the iridescence, the gold, the blue, the purple, the orange, the red, interference colors. But the aqua is a reflective light from the water they're typically in, and they're typically in some beautifully aqua water. I mean, it's just mind-blowingly beautiful. So when you start to add the aqua to the fish, what you're doing is planting the fish in its natural scene. So I'm contemplating coming in here with a little bit of this aqua. And this aqua is way too intense, so I am going to have to bring it down. But I'm contemplating putting a little touch of this aqua right here in between the grass where these guys would be. There's no right or wrong to it at this particular moment. I'm just trying to decipher what is actually grass and what isn't grass. Let me go ahead and put some of this aqua on his anal fin because it's there, and we'll come back in with some blues in just a minute. But and then definitely aqua on his tail, especially around the edges of his tail. And we'll just sort of anchor him into his surroundings as well. And put a little bit of color here. And as I'm coming through the grass, I'm touching this paper lighter and lighter and lighter. I mean, I'm barely touching this paper. I just gotta have me some aqua water. I love the aqua water. Can't get enough of it. aqua to the fish's body, just barely some aqua back here, right along his lateral line. Just to start mixing that color in. Might look a little dirty at first, but it'll clean up. It'll be okay. Barely any color on his underbelly, and I mean, I am barely touching this fish. Making small, tiny little brush strokes with my pencil, going right over the color that I've already put into place. Trying to color it in the same direction that his belly would be going. Already it's looking pretty dang good. Okay, I want to put this aqua down here. Alright, so let's give it a rest for a minute. Let's get into this. I'm just going to pick up a gray color here because it's time to just stop whining about this fish and get this fish done. I'm going to pick up the cool gray. And I am going to color in an angle the underbelly part. Like literally the entire thing. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not really a fan of that. Nope. Not overly excited. Let's see what it looks like if I go over the aqua color that I did with the cool gray. Okay, I can get behind that. That's not terrible. Okay. That's not terrible. Come up here and add, and I'm just doing tiny little baby circles. Super, super soft, just letting the pencil do all the work. I'm not really pushing at all. I just want the color to start laying down. I just need to start filling in the color. And doing this is the 30% cool gray, and you know my pet peeve about calling it warm or cool. It's really a purpley red gray. That's what it is. Oh yeah, that's gonna be lovely. Gonna come in here around the eyes and just make some more defined lines. Now we don't want him to look like he has, like, you know, not slept in 6 years. That's not the look we're going for here. It's not a good look on any of us really, so we got to be careful about that. But we do want to come in and lay in some marvelous color here for this guy. These fish are so spectacular and they're so incredibly intelligent. Much respect for the permit. Much respect for the permit. Notice that I'm not coloring the entire thing. I'm leaving lots of open spots. That's gonna make way for me to be able to come in and add some highlighty looking things. It'll be good, you'll see. Just trust me. Just do it this way. If we go in and color the whole thing solid, then he's gonna look like a cartoon, and I don't want him to look like a cartoon. So I'm trying to avoid the cartoon. Now this would have a shadow right there. That would have some shadow right there. This would definitely have a little bit of shadow. And because I was so concerned about making sure I took all the stress out of the drawing, I drew some of these a little darker than I probably should have for you guys. So, lessons learned. Next time it won't be like this. I do want to pick up, this is violet, we'll see, I don't know. This is violet sharpened to a serious tip. Okay, it's the correct color in some application of this pectoral fin. So what I'm doing is going on either side of the lines. Oh, that's gonna be okay. I can kind of live with that. Also, it's gonna have a little bit of shadowy here. So all of this is gonna kind of be shadowed, but not with this purple though. But we're gonna set this out here so that I remember that I did use that. I really would like, what do we got here? I want something that's more representative of Payne's gray. Let's try this indigo blue here, just on the outlines of this for just a sec. That's not really it. It's a hard no. Imperial violet. That is definitely not it. Let's do this. Let's get this blending stump out here and see what this does. I'm not 100% sure that I know what that does. Weird. Okay, I don't hate it. I just don't know what I'm doing. So that makes it a little more challenging, I would think. Okay, let's find a periwinkle. Blue Violet Lake periwinkle. Here we go. I'm gonna go up here on this baby's face with some periwinkle right over those gray areas, but not all of the gray, just bits and pieces of it. This is going to be really cool when it's done, but it's going to require patience. It's going to require patience. Look at that. See, he's starting to kind of pop out there and come alive. Okay, so I want the periwinkle blue on his back. Fascia. These Prismacolors are so creamy and delightful. I can't get over how good they are, seriously. And how easy they are to learn how to use. Now, I'm no expert. I am certain that there's somebody out there that can make these fish look spectacular with colored pencils the way I would do with paint. But I'm still learning, and you just gotta work with what you got. So. Okay. I'm gonna make sure you're still coloring in teeny tiny little circly things. At least that's what I think. I don't know if it really is helping or not, or if, you know, I'm just coloring so light that I'm not messing it up. Because that's really what I'm trying to do, is color so light that I just don't mess it up. What color is this? I don't think I want that one. I think I want this one right here. This is the 70 Cool Gray. it. I'm not really finding the color that I want. I think I'm gonna have to go closer. This is the 90 Cool Gray. No idea. 90 Cool Gray with the periwinkle, maybe? Okay. Okay, there you are. There you are. Oh yes, that's it. So go over the tail with the periwinkle first, and then hit it with some of that 90 Cool Gray. Barely though, like, because you don't want the whole thing to just be black. You see how even the tail is so many different colors. And just wait, y'all, until we start breaking out the interference paint, because that's really all I'm trying to do is like put enough stuff in this so that I can just say I'm done and go straight to the wow, it's so hot. Either that or I'm just like hot flashy and diabetic. I don't know what's happening to me. Okay, there's the periwinkle blue coming in. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this because it is in there. It's not so intense though. That's the hard part about these, is that I just don't have the intensities down yet with these colors. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of that sky blue light, which is, you know, kind of one of my go-tos when I need a higher value color for this. Oh yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. It's not terrible. It's not exactly the color that I want, but it's not terrible. So I'm gonna color over some of this up here. I'm gonna come in down here with some of this. Oh, we're gonna make quick work of some of this now. Okay, I see you. Oh yeah, oh that's working. Huh, okay. Okay. Sky blue, right over all of it. Not too terribly concerned with all of the, you know, background colors, because the reality is that I'm going to come over all of this anyway with a whole bunch of interference colors, so it really doesn't matter. How's that looking from above? It's okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible either, so, you know. As long as we're staying in the not terrible zone. Okay, this is a gray-green light. So this is going to be down here on his face. Loving how these are just blending right together. Okay. Nice. I like it. Maybe I'll add a little bit of this back here. Okay. So this is the powder blue. Let's come in here with some of it. Oh, that's lovely. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Wow. Okay. So I know that's not the right colors, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. like just the first layers of fun color anyway. So, you know, these are gonna end up being a little more lavender up here. So I'm just gonna put in some of this sky blue or powder blue just randomly over some of these colors. I'm gonna grab that Deco Pink again, come back in over the top of some of this other stuff, but not the whole thing, just the splotches again. Just the little tiny splotches here, there, yonder, just some little tiny splotches of this color. It's gonna read like light. And I want to pull some of that pink down into the body just a touch, you know, the underbelly part. Cloud blue. Okay, let's play with that a little bit. Ooh, that's really nice. Oh yeah, that's really, really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not even coloring in the same direction with all of this. I'm coloring, but I am trying to color with the same pressure throughout all of it. This is not going to be the correct purple. No, maybe it's okay. It's not really okay, but it's semi-okay. Semi-okay. This isn't terrible, okay? So it's not terrible. I'm liking it. I'm liking it okay. Whew. Okay, so this is the 90% cool gray. A little bit of a line on this tail here. A little bit of a line on this pectoral fin here. This is the grade lavender. I really like all these colors a lot. I just think they're so pretty. I think that the high pastel colors are truly a little more difficult to work with than the darker colors when you're starting out, so don't get discouraged because I'm still having trouble with some of them myself. And I can't look at my reference photos because they're in the iPad and I can't look at them while I'm doing this, so we're just all flying blind. I need another walk. That's the other thing I've discovered. My love for walking has really gotten deep. I'm gonna go over those purple lines with some of this blue violet lake. using the same blue. Sorry y'all, I got quiet there for a minute. I'm just trying to get this done so I can get up, add some more color to the grass. We haven't done anything to the grass yet. Color is this? Blush pink. I don't hate it. Oh wow, that's not terrible. How's that looking up there? I really can't see what I'm doing. These fish are pretty. Okay, so this is a ginger root. Some more of the permit going on here. See this? See this fish right here? This is a permit. It's good. Okay, let's do this. So, maybe I will do some grass. So let's grab some green ochre. I don't remember how I did the grass over here. I'm not sure I like how I did the grass over here. It's okay. I'm gonna come in with some green ochre and, you know, I rely heavily on photos so that I can see how things work, because I trained as a photorealist. And so I rely heavily. So when I have to do this without a photo, which I think is really good practice to do it without a photo, that you have to sort of bend everything yourself and figure out how to make things flat and how they would curve over, and try to imagine, because I have stood in this seagrass in Biscayne Bay. So it's not like I don't know what it looks like, but I think it's more blue-green than it is this olivey texture. So I'm gonna come through here and I'm gonna make some, what I would call like the reflections from the water on here, just to sort of give myself an indication of what I am doing. And then some blue green. What is this? This is dark green. And this is what? Parrot green. Okay, and what color is this? Peacock green. Well, I can tell you from just laying that in that I don't think that's the right color. However, I don't hate it. And I could take some creative liberties. So these greens, these greens that have a lot of the blue in them, it's kind of the same thing as with the phthalo blues and the phthalo greens. They will eat your lunch. A little goes a long, long way. So I am barely touching the paper with this peacock green because it will get away from you. Still just using the peacock green. Okay, and it's looking kind of, I don't hate it. I think it might be okay. So I'm gonna come back in with some more of the green ochre, which is more of a yellowy green. And I'm just running lines over this because when you're in the water, you can see the reflections, and those reflections are always moving and bending. And again, I don't have a reference photo to work from this, so I'm just having to make up from what I can remember in my head. This is such great practice. It's frustrating because I know that if I had a photo that I could bend these guys and make them just beautiful, but I don't have a photo, so I'm gonna just work with what I've got, and I'm gonna do the best that I can. Working on the grass. Some of of this grass, some of these colors are seriously green, but if I go over them with the blue, it might be okay. And you kind of don't know until you try. I just don't know. I did it one way on the other ones. I'm trying to find my way through this. This time with a little different approach. Because the other ones I felt like looked like bubbles. No, they're flat. This grass is super flat and I just didn't do it right. So again, maybe if you see me struggle, you'll realize that these are truly practice. That's what this is all about. And that it's fun. It's fun to discover. It's fun to learn. It's fun to color new things. Especially without the pressure of it having to be perfect. I love this so much. There's so much freedom in being able to just sit down and color like this. I think it's truly a gift. What color is this? True green. Is it really though? I'm breaking the rules by putting it in front and in back. I'm just trying to lay in some color here. I'm going to go over some of these back pieces of grass with some of the blues. That'll put some atmosphere between the front grass and the back grass, and will hopefully put a little distance in there. That's what I'm trying to do. Sorry, I was starting to get in the zone there and stop talking. Note to self, it's really hard to color up to the edge of this page. I don't know that there's anything I can do about that design-wise, because I don't want there to be a border around these pieces. Carrot green. Oh wow, that's really intense. So I'm gonna go over that with some pink. Set that down in there. That's really intense. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't want to color the whole piece with these. We just want to color certain parts of it with this green. Because that'll maybe give the illusion that water is reflecting on it, you know, that it's doing its thing. I don't know, or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about at all. That's always a possibility. A possibility. so it's kind of working. A little bit of dark green here. It's not terrible. And I don't hate it. So I can kind of live with it. I can kind of get behind it. You know, it's okay. It's not terrible. Is it how I want it to look? No, it's not. However, we're just gonna keep coming back to that because it's not terrible. It's not terrible. All the greens are right here that I use to do the grass and set those over here. They're so pretty. Now let's see about going around this a little bit with some color for the water. This is light aqua. This is where I get to see how challenging it is for you guys to color this. Which is why I left my book together instead of taking the pages out and just having the pages separately printed. You know. am seriously trying to break out of my comfort zone with this. With the whole having no choice but to break out of my comfort zone with this. Because I haven't, this is the most I've ever used colored pencils before in my life. And I like them a lot. Not gonna lie, I like them a lot. There's been many times while I was painting that I had wished that I could just pick up a pencil and, you know, or a paint marker and put it where it needed to be and be done with it, rather than have to go through all the hassle of mixing all the paint and all these things. So, but this does, you know, this does have its own line of complications. So there is that. This does have its own line of complications. I'm sure that someone who is much more skilled at this can make this look better. Should figure out who to send these books to, and figure out who to send the books to via YouTube, because some of these people on YouTube that color are so good. Oh my gosh. Like Sarah Clark, she is so good. I think her last name is Clark, I don't know. She's in Australia and she's super good at it. But want it to look like water, and then I just I'm not 100% sure I understand how to make it look like water with the colored pencils. So I'm just doing the best that I can here. I'm doing my best, Tom. That's all I can do is my best. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. So, got that handled, got some, put the blue down in here, some of that aqua down in here where it's gotta go. I don't even know what's happening here. No iota. So, I'm just going along with it. I'm gonna put some of this blue on the side of the fish because it works. Aqua works. This works, and I'm just making little circles. We should have some of that aqua on the side of his face. Oh yeah, that's really nice actually. Okay. Like lots of yummy color here. some of this here and some of this here. This guy's a lot further away, so you know, we don't have to spend all the time to make him perfect. We go in with the sky blue light. I'm just picking up colors at this point just to start, you know, mapping him out a little bit more so that he can actually be done. Like all of this like lavender-y color here. Deco Pink, back to Deco Peach. Oh, this is Deco Peach, so this is has a little more yellow in it, so it's gonna kind of, you know, look more like a highlight. Just wanna kind of rub some of this into some areas here. Notice I'm not really using that blender tool. I'm not really sure how that blender tool actually works. So I might come back to that, I don't know, but I'm just sort of blending some of this Deco Peach into some of these areas just to add some highlights to it. You can see that in the camera. I know there's like lots of shadows and I probably need another camera or another light on here so you can see a little better. But wowza. I'm pushing a little bit harder. I'm feeling a little bit more confident about what this is looking like at this point, so I'm pushing a little bit harder. And I know he's kind of coming across as pink, but he really isn't. Back to this yellow, which is the jasmine. I feel like the jasmine represents the yellow on his face better than anything, really. And he's got, you know, quite a lot of yellow on his face. He's got some here. They're so beautifully colored. These fish are just spectacular. I'm just lightly coloring in. I actually think we should start setting a time limit of how long I'm allowed to color on these before you know, Chase calls time, and then I have to be done. Wherever I'm at is what I've learned, and that's where I have to be. That's where it's done. Because these have such a learning curve in them with regards to. Ooh, look at that come to life. Can you see that? Oh, I hope you can see that. I hope it doesn't look like a cartoon from where you are. I have to go get a new Posca pen because mine has pooped out and I need it to do what I do. I almost don't want to do much of anything to that one back there. I just want to kind of leave it. Be like, yeah, it's in the background. He's cool. He's in the background. He's a cool fish. This is slate gray. Maybe if I go over the purple with the slate gray, I'll like it better. I just am not happy yet with this pectoral fin and his tail fin and this fin, his anal fin, and this fin is still not right. And you know, once you get in the, again, I can't see the image that I'm supposed to be working from, so it's just really challenging. I have a little bit of a picture right there, but it's not really doing me much justice. Put a little bit of that slate gray in the water here underneath this fish. Because I feel like he'd be shadowing some of these things. So see what I'm doing? I'm not coloring over all of it. I'm just kind of going in and creating a shadow line there. Look. Oh, oh, y'all. I like it. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's not perfect, but it is okay. Come up here and add a little bit of this slate gray. Okay, so let's talk about it.
I'm not much of, I'm not a very big fan of this one.
I don't know if I like this one or not, Sace. I don't know if I like this page or not. Okay. I think we're just gonna